If you thought Club Eden only served body and bottle service, think again. From window drops in broad daylight to acid baths like it's Breaking Bad ATL, All the Queen's Men has delivered some of the most jaw-dropping, ruthless, and straight-up savage kill scenes on TV. And let's be honest, Madam just doesn't handle problems, she erases them. So today we're diving deep into 5 of the wildest kill moments that had us clutching our pearls, grabbing our popcorn, and texting our group chat like, did she really just do that? And this ain't no basic countdown. We're breaking it down, who got it, why they got it, and how Madam made it unforgettable. Let's get into it. You know a moment is unforgettable when it involves broad daylight, a Snow White outfit, and a free fall from what had to be 4 or 5 stories high. This one came straight out of Madam's handbook of I said what I said justice. After finding out that the man from the junkyard had lied, not just a little white lie, but a full-blown betrayal involving Amp and missing money, Madam doesn't scream, doesn't cry, doesn't pull a weapon. Nah. She takes him to the window, high up, broad daylight, no mask, no gloves, all white outfit like she's on her way to brunch, but this don't have no mimosas, okay? This man tries to explain, stutter, beg, but Madam ain't here for none of it. Before we know it, she sends him sailing out of the hospital window like it was the purge, and not a regular Thursday either, y'all. And let's be clear, this was no accidental stumble. She launched that man, no hesitation, no cleanup, just cold, calculated retribution. This wasn't just a kill, this was a message. You don't lie on family, and you definitely don't mess with Madam's money. Now let me tell y'all about Bill, who clearly didn't get the Club Eden orientation memo, because one thing Madam don't play about is her money. You see, Bill thought he was slick. He linked up with Red, then turned around and tried to double cross him, thinking he could just snatch Madam's money, skate off into the sunset. No. So here comes Madam, dressed to the nine like she always is, and of course, Bill sitting there running his mouth talking about, I've been to prison, I ain't scared of no water. First of all, sir, who said anything about water? Because guess what? That was a whole barrel of acid. Yes, acid. And once Madam got confirmation that he was the one playing with her bag, it was a wrap. You ever seen somebody start confessing a little too late? Yeah, that was Bill. He went from tough guy to please, please, please in 3.2 seconds. But Madam wasn't trying to hear none of that. And just like that, plop, in the barrel he went. No eulogy, no warning, just permanent spa day with no exit plan. Let this be a reminder, when you steal from a boss like Madam, the only deposit you're making is your damn self. Okay, kill moment number 3, when Lotus got clipped, literally. Let's talk about one of Madam's most cinematic kills of all time, the beheading of Lotus, aka Miss I Thought My Daddy's Name Would Protect Me. Now see, Lotus wasn't just reckless, she was delusional. She thought that because her father was a cartel boss and she had an arranged marriage with the concierge, she was untouchable. Sis walked around like she had plot armor. But newsflash, this is Club Eden, and Madam writes the script. She had the audacity to take the advice of Tandy and the judge, 2 of the messiest puppeteers in the game, and tried to shut Madam down. And how did she do it? She had somebody roll up to Club Eden, shot up everything moving outside, causing chaos and bloodshed just to get the club closed. But instead of shutting down Madam, she ended up signing her own death certificate. So Madam basically said, cool, you want to play games? Fast forward to Lotus waking up, kidnapped, confused, and still a little cocky, y'all, talking about, I'm not scared. I mean, that was just her last little confidence sentence that she would ever have, because Madam didn't scream, she ain't flinch, she simply just swung. And just like that, Lotus's head was cut off, literally. And all because she let her jealousy over concierge, who didn't even want her like that, cloud her judgment. Like, girl, be serious. That marriage was a business transaction and you got emotional over something that wasn't even yours. And that's the thing about Madam. She doesn't play chess with people who are too blinded and with their ego to even see the board. Lotus made this game personal and Madam made it permanent. Kill moment number 4, sign language wouldn't have saved you. Now, I'm not saying this next moment wasn't funny, but I am saying the way it escalated was straight out of a Tarantino film. So here's the setup. Red done robbed Madam's club, used Amp as a pawn, scoped the place, waited till Dime was alone, then took the stash that Blue explicitly told Madam to move. But, you know, Madam, she didn't do it. And of course, Madam doesn't file police reports, she files body counts. So she decides to pull up to the halfway house where Red is, calm calm, cool, collected, on a mission. But here's the problem. The place wasn't just any safe house. It had a sign on the wall that said residents are deaf or hard of hearing. Now, did Madam read that sign? Of course not. She walks in, demands answers, and when nobody responds fast enough, she just lets the bullets fly. I mean, it's like Grand Theft Auto side quest or something, because one by one, boom, 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 no answer, boom. Now listen, this was brutal, y'all, no denying that, but also it was really wild how Madam never once stopped to notice why nobody was reacting. No flinch, no panic, just confused faces, and then the chaos. By the end of the scene, the halfway house was halfway gone, and you still don't want to be the one to tell Madam that she might have misread the situation, because in her mind, they knew Red. They were protecting him, so they had to go. This was peak unhinged behavior and a kill moment that only Madam could have pulled off. Okay, y'all, kill moment number 5. The judge got fried, and I ain't talking about chicken, okay? This final kill was personal. It wasn't just about revenge. It wasn't just about business. This one was Madam sending a message, and the recipient was old backstabbing Judge Ross. Judge Ross had one job and one job only. Madam asked her to do simple things. You know, in Madam's world, they're simple, but yet the judge kept going back and forth, and here we are. So Madam pulls up, no grand entrance, no warning, just her normal, calm self. But you can see it's brewing. All she wanted was the information, y'all. Where's Lotus? That's it. But the judge want to get slick. You know, one minute she wants to tell her, you can't get in there, it's a fortress. Next minute she's pleading, trembling, trying to act helpless. Like, ma'am, pick a side, which one you gonna be? Meanwhile, she calling out for Harry, but Harry's already cold on the floor. He's donezo, okay? But this moment was about the judge, y'all. About all the betrayal, all the times she decided to switch it up. I mean, Madam did so many things to her, from almost darn near drowning her in the pool. She snatched the door off of her house. She told her husband how she was out there, you know, messing around with them strippers, and showed him the video proof. But the judge still didn't believe her. She still didn't believe fat meat was greasy. So Madam just had enough. So there the judge was in the bathtub, soaking, vulnerable, and suddenly realizing that this wasn't just a scare tactic, that it was really a send-off. Madam picks up that radio, no yelling, no big speech, just a quiet decision, and in it goes. Lights out, Your Honor. One last shockwave through the house, one final I warned you. Because if there's one thing that we've learned about Madam, it's this: play the game if you want to, but she's always gonna have the final move. Y'all, so those are 5 of the wildest, jaw-dropping, jaw-snatching kill moments to ever bless the stage at Club Eden and beyond. Now listen, Madam ain't just running a strip club, she's running a whole empire built on stilettos, secrets, and straight-up savagery. And when folks cross that line, she don't just push back, she clears the whole damn board. Now whether it's broad daylight drops, acid baths, full-blown decapitations, halfway house explosions, or electrifying bathtub goodbyes, one thing remains true: nobody plays with Madam and walks away clean. So anyway, y'all, if that was just 5 of them, imagine what the rest of them are like. So anyway, go ahead and hit that like button, drop down in the comments with your favorite kills, and let me know if there's any that I missed that maybe had you clutching your pearls that you would put on 5 of your wildest moments. And if you're new here, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my future All the Queens Men's Talk, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
She run the city in the hills, never missing a beat. Madam don't ask twice, she bring heat to the suite. Stripper secrets, bodies on the floor. EJ hit a spill it like y'all want more. From AM to blue, El Fuego to trouble. One wrong move and the body count double. She got eyes on the throne and blood on the cash. It's all about power and who won't last. Queen things, no rules, just muscle. VIP drama wrapped up in hustle. Loyalty, lust, and the lies run deep. EJ break it down while the secrets creep. Power blazing, private pain. It's all the queens men where love gets tamed. And power blazing, private pain. It's all the heavy, ain't it?